Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation show. I decided I'd come on here a little bit. Cooking Sunday dinner for my family. So I figured I'll jump on for a while. And one of the reasons why I really jumped on, right, because I am 60 years old. 60 years old. I've never met my father. I can't tell you if he's living or if he's dead. I don't know. Or do I have brothers and sisters by him? I don't know. I just know when I was younger, my mother told me that she told him he couldn't see me no more. But she never told me why, you know. So I'm just sharing this because y'all know that kind of leaves a empty space inside. Even though I have a relationship, and I'm gonna say with the Holy Spirit, right? Because I was gonna say Jesus. Even though I have a relationship, it's something about that biological other parent, you know. Because I have done foster care in this process, I have done mentoring in this process. I call myself being a better father to my kids than what my father was to me, as far as mainly being a part of their lives, you know. And I didn't want them to ever feel that pain of not having their father in their life. A lot of y'all might say things like, move on with your life. Guess what? I moved on with my life. I moved on with my life. You know, I'm a better man to me than what he ever was to me. You know what I mean? So I tried to fill that gap. You know, I have stepdaughters who I raised. One, she was a month and a half when I met my wife. I raised her up as mine. The other one, she was about 4, and I raised her up as mine. You know, um, anytime I'm in a relationship, if I love the woman, I'm going to make sure the kids is taken care of as well. You know, because that's the family. Now I know a lot of people might not look at it like that, but that's fine. That's fine. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna say to me how you look at things. It's just how I had to look at things. You know what I mean? So if I love the mother, I'm gonna love the children just like they mine. Now I learned in the process too. Some of them when they're young they call you daddy, daddy, but when they get up in age and you do something wrong, like in punishing them, now you call Mr. Steve. You know, so I'm like, oh, that's where we're going now. You know, but I had, and it happened several times in relationships with children. So I understand. That's why I said I can't fill that biological gap. I can give them all the love and all that type of stuff. That's excellent. But it's something about their biological mama and that biological dad. That's all spiritual. Can't feel that. You can do a good job in, you know, being there, supporting the children, all that great stuff. I'm just saying. But I'm in the kitchen right now, I'm cooking. And I started thinking about TT, man shot where? Police on the scene. It's close by. Oh, they said Frankfurt. Oh, yup, close by. Um, I'm like, wait a minute, y'all, because this kind of threw me off. This threw me off a little bit. Because I get notifications when something happened around the city and stuff like that. Sometimes I try not to pay too much attention to it because it can be a lot. It can be a lot. You know what I mean? But that's part of what I do. I love Baltimore City, y'all. I don't plan on going nowhere. I don't plan on moving away from the city. You know, I'm gonna continue doing the best I can to help reduce like the crime rate, the homicide rate. And I've been talking to the police, right? And I've been telling them, excuse me for jumping over here now, because that kind of threw me off a little bit. But I tell the police because I'm for the eye in the sky. I am for the eye in the sky. And the only reason why I say that, y'all, because this camera will monitor, the plane will monitor the city as a whole. And if our criminals go out there and they commit a homicide, right? Once we get that 911, we get that 911. When you call 911 and we get that report, we can do what is it? I want to say an investigation. That's what was coming up. We can pull up the evidence. We can tell you who did what and where they went. That's what I love about it, you know. But this is the part too with the plane, now. I want to make it clear with the plane, the surveillance plane, the spy plane, it's coming back. But this time it's the community that wants it back because of the stuff that's going on. Now, you don't have to um snitch on nobody this time because your behavior is going to tell on itself. And that's what I tell a lot of our young men out there. I say, I understand y'all hustling, trying to make a little money now. No, I understand that. Catch the drift. I understand that. But I tell them when y'all start shooting each other and killing each other, we coming for your tails. And basically your behavior is what's going to tell on itself. Now, I love it. Before I ever seen it, I told Ross, just him telling me about it, right? Him and Archie. I said, you know what? You're going to cause a lot of people to lose their jobs because it will do the work of the polices in them. And if we will gather the evidence for whatever going on, if somebody got killed and y'all know that date, time, we can pull all that up. Sex trafficking, we can pull all that up and give that information to the police to go after whoever's doing what they're doing. But guess what? I found out it's not about trying to reduce the crime rate. There's big money in that stuff. It's big money in death, body parts. So it got to the point I had to shut up some. I don't care to be when I'm out at events, I don't jump in the crowd to take pictures. I'm not trying to jump in front of the camera. I did all that. But it's the work that I'm looking at now that needs to be done. So I do the footwork. Now, it's a slow process. Don't get it wrong, but it's like I'm behind the scenes. So I deal with other people that's basically doing a lot of what I do. Like I'm going to say Janet Graham, right? She works with returning citizens that's homeless. Not just the adults. She worked with the teenagers. She put them in housing. She helps them get a job. She helping them to turn their lives around. Then we got Kim, right? Wait a minute. Janet's program is no struggle, no success. So you have to go through something in order to succeed. You understand what I'm saying? But you got to want to change. Now, Janet Graham, no struggles, no success. Kimberly Smith has Choice Integrated, but she's running off of her son, Forever Mike's nonprofit, because she's working with the kids and all that type of stuff too, right? But she gives them therapy. It's all about therapy. Like your kids going through whatever. It's about getting them the proper help that they need. You know what I mean? So that's what Kim does with Choice Integrated. I posted something for her about the detox program she's beginning to start. She does work with recovering addicts and all that type of stuff. They have an apartment building where they put people in. Now, I'm telling y'all the people I work with. Kim told me she seen me on a page on Open Arms, right? And she told me basically she see what I'm doing. And she said, Steve, you can come over here with me. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna show you what to do. I was like, thank you. Because she's more established, right? In the full wraparound process. She got a kitchen that can turn into a culinary class, real quick. Because she got all that there. It's just the things is just doing it. You know what I mean? Just getting it done. So that's where I'm at with that right now with Kim. And thank you, Janet. Strengthening the community is moving forward. Anybody like a social worker, you can be a CNA. I don't care. I'm just talking about somebody in the medical field and in the social service field. So when the mobile office, because I'm getting that trailer, the guy already told me that I can get it. He said it can be right there till I pay it off. He said it's right there for you. It's in a safe spot. Ain't nobody gonna mess with it. I was like, thank you, bro. But that's going to be the mobile office for encampment people, where I'll ride up to these encampments and sign them up for certain programs. Like if somebody out there and they want to come out now, they gotta want the help. So that way I can report more to homeless services. I can talk with homeless services to get them on board. Because this is what they're doing anyway. I can talk with housing to get them on board. I'm looking at talking to the director and stuff like that. I will talk to Brandon Scott to make sure I get pointed to the right people for the right services. And I know we can't help everybody. I already know, right? But we can do our best. We can do our best. So I love y'all. And I got to be careful because I got a chicken in the oven, right? A whole chicken. And I made some stuffing that I want to put in it, cut it up so my family could eat. Then I'm making some beef stew. I don't know why the heck. One of my clients, they was around at Turning Points and got some bacon, got some beef stew. They gave it to me. I'm like, my family don't do this. They don't do. But guess what, y'all? I'm over here cooking some of that stuff they gave me. I'm telling y'all, man, the people that's in 1629 Mofford, I love them. We finally got the electric water heater had went up, right? The electric hot water heater. So I had to go get another one. It's installed now. The roof had some leaks coming through. My man came out. We tore that stuff apart, and then it stopped the leak. It was like a track where you go from the bathroom out to the roof, and they just could have cut a board just a little bit bigger around it and maybe cover it with like plastic or something, even if you had to staple it in so the water won't come in. But anyway, what we did, we put a board around it, but I brought some old Henry, and he went back up on the roof, fixed all that stuff down, nailed the piece down, because I told him, because it's an access in the bathroom to go out to the roof, I didn't want to cover it where they can't, if for some reason they have to go in and out of that. You know what I mean? I'm in there now. But anyway, it's not my house. I sent what's your name, Larry, a message, because I cleaned the basement out. Everything is out the basement. I'm gonna go back in because I had to loosen up a pipe, right? I'm gonna go back in. I'm thinking about taking my what's that rubs that clean the carpet cleaner. I'm thinking about taking that down there and just put like disinfectant in it, because I brought some bleach, and just go ahead and try to clean up around where like the water and debris was at, and suck it up, dump it, suck it up, dump it. I'm just thinking about that. Just scrubbing the cement in the basement. And then eventually I probably get it painted for like waterproof and stuff like that. But anyway, it's not my house. It's Larry's house. And I told Larry we made a deal. So I said, okay. We finally talking. I sent him the pictures the other day. I said, I'm not in a bad way, but this is the stuff that's being fixed now. I like to live nice, y'all. It's just comfortable, you know what I mean? And I want my people to be comfortable. And when they're not comfortable, it bothers me. But not just that. The people I got now, get down, Tammy. We learned to get too damn close to each other. Mainly me and Mary. That's my baby. She like 70 years old. She always I said, okay, Mary. All right, Mary. She was complaining about the water being too cold. She said 3 people went in the shower, and I went to go in there, and I guess from the fog, from the hot water, she said, and it was so foggy, I couldn't do this and that. I'm like, Mary, you was complaining about not having I'm thinking this to myself, right? You was complaining about not having hot water. Now you complaining about the steam. I said, get your butt on upstairs. And she don't do nothing but laugh at me. And I said, I'm gonna send you to one of them daycare things. No way. I said, you getting out of here. You going to one of them daycare. I ain't going nowhere. But I'm gonna tell you, these people I got, man, now, oh Lord have mercy. There is so much like family. And in the house, it's peaceful. They not. I don't go for all that arguing and fussing and this and that. So I try to eliminate that. I try to eliminate that. So whatever issues it is, I call everybody together so we can talk. But the good part about it, I just want to say thank you, Melvin Mathis. Melvin Mathis is the CEO of We Are One Family. And this who I have my people with. I have them with Melvin Mathis. And Chi Chi, who is the psychiatrist, right? Her and her sister work together. So her sister is a nurse. They have their own program. The sister's a nurse. Her sister-in-law works with social service. So see, I got a whole team of people that I can put together that's already together now. That when I do decide to go out, somebody can come out and help us do what needs to be done with the people. You got me? That's all I'm trying to do, y'all. That's why I put that trailer up. The trailer, I'm trying not to go in my head too much because I want to, fix it back up. I want to put a desk in there, a little office space in there. I want the shower to be working, the stove, the sink, and all this type of stuff. And then whatever I can do to put on the outside, like make outside showers where, I'll try to do that too. So I'm gonna talk with some people about that and see how we can get that done where they can come into a space on the outside where they can actually take showers outside. So I don't know, y'all. This is what God laid on my spirit. And to be truthful with y'all, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm just talking because it's like this is what he laid on my spirit. Remember, I'm a truck driver. That's my experience. But it's like where I'm at right now, this arena God got me in, it's like it's like stuff come. You know what I mean? It's like he shows me how he want it done. And the point is just getting people to jump on board. Rather you want to be a business partner, rather you want to be a sponsor, or rather you want to be an investor. And let me share this. Doris Terrell is the president of Broadway Neighborhood Association. So in her program, she has the community land trust. So she have houses in the community land trust that we can purchase to rebuild. Will Hanna got the same things. Will Hanna have 200, I don't know how many he got now, but some years ago he had 270 houses in a land trust. They other people houses, but the city can't touch it. You know what I mean? Because it's in the community land trust. So each one of them houses could run us like $5,000 or $10,000. And it's some that runs about 20. So if it runs you about 20, it's not a lot of work you probably have to do to put in it. You got me? So I got two people that I know with community land trust. And then I I, I just reached out to somebody down near Brooklyn that has a community land trust. They building up in Brooklyn. But see, now keep in mind, my goal is for the low to moderate income people. So say like you making between, well, it should be 11 now, 11 and 15. You can make more now, don't get it wrong, but you making in between that. I want to start right there where you at. So that way, when we get you into the home buyers program, get your credit, cleared up where your interest rates will be low. I got a whole line of people for all of this. It's just doing it. You got me? And that's where we get ready started. So look, because it blew my mind, and I definitely got to get off it because I don't want to burn my food. I was looking for podcasts and stuff, right? I heard it a lot, right? I heard it a lot. I'm on here and I Googled, I believe, for mics and stuff like that I can set up my radio part, right? The live streaming. And I got up this morning. Wish sent me a message about my podcast stuff. I'm like, what the freak? Like the cameras and what you put over top of your regular cell phone or whatever, whatever. And I'm like, they do be sending your information out to other people like that. And then I had to realize I gave them the authorization to send certain things out. I was like, wow. So I seen some podcast stuff, man, that the camera light, you can use your phone with the lights that they have and you connect that all together. I don't know how many, but Giovanni, I need you. Lady J, I know you out of town for a while. I want y'all to come down little by little and make sure I set stuff up right. Now I am going to broadcast from Restream. So as when I broadcast from Restream, I'm already connected to 5 other sites: Twitter, LinkedIn, Twitch, um, Yahoo, YouTube. I meant YouTube. I'm looking at it right here. Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. I'm broadcasting from one place, and that's my phone, which is actually putting it out like that. So I want to learn more about Restream because I want to add people in. So as time go on, if I have to pay a little extra for it to go wider out, because they will connect you to 30 other sites. We ain't gotta do all that. But I'm just saying I want to do this and I want this thing to grow. So I need people that's very good with like computers. I need people that's very good with media stuff. I need people to come down. Let's do what we do. Team talk. Team talk. Team talk show. That's part of what I want to do with the couch conversation, the team talk show. I want to give our younger generation a voice. Every time I see somebody with something, they podcast and they're basically doing media with the older people. So with the adults. So the adults is in their own area. And then you wonder why the kids act the way they act because they don't have a voice. They don't have an outlet. So my goal is to get teenagers in, some that have experienced stuff. And when they do certain segments, if they have to invite a professional out to kind of break stuff down to help feed them, I don't mind that too. Because I want to point out kids in the right direction. And I know we're not going to do that with everybody. I'm looking at my friend Richard. It's a room down there that I know they doing dancing in there now, and this girl teaching dancing. So we got to put the mirrors up. So I'm a talk with him about that. But what I'm trying to say with that too, that same room, we probably can like bring chairs in or tables, set stuff up for like acting, music, um, all of that stuff, because that's part of the vision that I had for Stephen Copeland Jr. Sports and Talents, right? That's the nonprofit part. So that's the vision, soccer and all that. And then we right down near Curl Park. If we have to go around there, connect with them to come in to train. Basketball. We got that at the spot. A pool table, uh, one of them arcade machines. I know a guy that has some. So my goal is to reach out to him and see how we can get him to, donate at least 2 more. You heard what I said? Donate, right? So I'm gonna get ready to let y'all go. 24 minutes. I put my stuffing in the oven, right? That I'm gonna put in the chicken. So I'm hoping that it's only been on for like 24 minutes, but I don't want it to, get burned or something like that. I want it to get a little crust to it, but I don't want it to burn. I love y'all. Please support me. Please support me. Y'all know my Cash App. $, my first and last name. Stephen Copeland, 59. Stephen Copeland, 59. $ Stephen Copeland. I don't care if it's $5, $10, $20, $100. Move Tammy. Trying to ease her butt up on this bed. I don't care if it's $5, $10. Just help me help them. Sometimes I get tired, y'all. Sometimes I don't feel like it. But after I watch that play, Redemption's Last Call, after I watch that play, I don't want to turn my back on Jesus Christ. I don't want to turn my back on God. I don't. And sometimes, y'all, I just want to give up. I do. But to me, if I give up, it's dealing with the shame and the guilt of not continue walking in this calling. I'm honored to be 60 years old. I never thought I would reach this age. But I'm here, y'all. I'm here for our Lord and Savior, y'all. I try to be the best example. I'm not perfect, and I'm not even going to call it. I'm not even going to call it. I'm a sinner saved by grace. I'm living in mercy. Jesus, the sins that I commit in the here and now, that's what he died for. The old stuff, before I came to him, is thrown into the sea of forgiveness. This is what it said in the Bible. And I'm going to tell you, when I look at Matthew, when I look at Mark, when I look at Luke, when I look at Job, when I look at David, when I look at Abraham, when I look at Moses, when I look at Timothy, when I look at James, when I look at John, when I look at them and they telling their stories, they telling their account. Now, not the Old Testament, but I'm just saying in the New, they talking about their relationship and the process of walking with Christ. So there are quotes a lot of times when they said the Lord said this and the Lord said that. But no, a lot of pastors will preach off of Mark or Luke, whatever they said. And that's not the word of God. That's not God's word. That's why it says according to. Now, guess what? I'm not trying to take away from nobody. Do what you do, what you do, what you do. But just remind, God opened up my spirit and started showing me something totally different behind all that. So it's not what I say out my mouth. It's what I do. And one thing I've learned through all of that I'm a loving, caring man. And at one point in my life, I was still a loving, caring man, but I was a rotten, no good son of a sea biscuit. And you can put the rest of the words there. So if you don't like me, that's fine. Because guess what? I love me. I love me. I love me. And that's what that work did for me. Gave me a life that's worth living. Okay? So it's almost 30 minutes. I do want to do about an hour. So I'm going to sit down. I'm going to talk with everybody down in the building because Dr. G wants to come on and talk about some stuff. We have other people there that's looking forward to, I'm going to say, our podcast or our live streams. So we all going to sit down and talk about segments, and they will come on through the couch conversation, but then they'll talk about their own stuff that they're doing. Okay? So I want y'all to support what we're doing. I just need you. Look. I, y'all know I can talk. So you hear me stuttering, right? Because I'm trying to shut myself down. But like I said, I love y'all, and I'm gonna get ready to get off here. And I hope y'all can hear me. I'm looking into having better quality when we talk and all that type of stuff. So I'm gonna get ready to go. And love y'all.